So looks like the first reaction slash review for this kind of anticipated this movie SuperGirl is out today, and when I see some of this first reaction, I'm like really maybe a little bit surprised by what people are calling this movie. But same time, I do want to acknowledge like the trailer for look from this movie. Obviously, a lot of people are not that excited, and if you are not that excited about this movie, obviously this first review slash reaction will not make you excited for this movie by any mean. However, for people who are excited to see this James Gunn Supergirl movie, obviously this some of this first reaction you will like. It's all depend on your expectation. That being said, not always first reaction and review will translate like actual review, I feel like, because I remember a couple of last week when I reported Master of the Universe, the first reaction and review were quite good for that movie, and then the actual review came out, especially when normal audience saw. A lot of people did not like that much that movie. They called that movie was too jokey and everything. So I wouldn't call the first reviews are always accurate, because these people are handpicked by James Gunn to show this movie. But that being said, honestly, this movie Supergirl, it will not be bad. Like, it's not gonna get Rotten Tomato on Rotten Tomato score, because this movie, end of the day, it is directed by this director who got like Oscar nomination for I, Tonya or whatever. That movie I liked. Or what was that movie he directed, right? So I feel like he will not do bad. This will be like decent, I feel like, made movie. But it's depend on people's, like, will they like it, right? Like the normal audience, will they enjoy this movie? This kind of joke and this kind of Supergirl, right? Like the way she's acting in the trailer, like how many general audience will accept this, right? Based on the trailer I'm talking. I have not seen the movie, but although I will check out this movie, I guess, at some point. I'm probably not going to see in theater. Obviously, I did not like the trailer. I don't think like I need to see this movie right away, but something I will say check out like down the road. Okay, let's read some of the first reaction. So I'm not gonna read all of them. I just picked this couple of this reaction because I feel like these are interesting. So this guy, he's saying, isn't even remotely what I was expecting. I also assume that a space superhero movie with a memorable soundtrack would have a tons of similar to Garden of the Galaxy, even Superman. Instead, it looks placed like, what the heck? Mad Max movie with a grimy world, gross villains, and self-destructive hero. Oh man, Millie Alcock, this Supergirl really is self-destructive. She obviously showed up and drunk in the trailer. And this person, he's saying, if you throw Garden of the Galaxy True Grit, what? Mad Max into a DC blender, you get Supergirl. A grimy, funny, yet surprisingly somber space adventure. Millie shines, especially when we get into Kara's tragic backstory. Oh, I'm interested to see that. But Jason Momoa is having, of course, freaking time of his life as a Lobo. Which, Jason Momoa, he can be very too much hyper, I guess, sometimes. Okay, so this person, she's saying, unfortunately, Supergirl is a mixed bag for me. As a fan of the comics, I was perhaps overly excited for this movie adaptation. While Jason Momoa, Lobo, Millie Alcock shine, some of the adaptation choice, bland villain, keeps it from greatness. It's simply, but just fine. Oh, okay, just fine. So that's really, I was talking, based on this, some of this first reaction, as I was saying, this movie, it is okay, it is not bad. As I said, it is like kind of okay made movie. So this is what you are getting. Based on all this early reaction and review, sounds like a lot of people are talking this movie. It is kind of Mad Max Fury Road, True Grit, what? And Garden of the Galaxy, of course. That is no surprise in this movie. It is kind of like Garden of the Galaxy because we all saw it from the trailer. True Grit, what? I love True Grit. That movie is quite good. It's a really good movie. If you have not seen it, check it out. It's good. So I personally did not like this latest Mad Max Fury Road with the Anya Taylor-Joy and the Chris Hemsworth. That movie is like too much dirty looking for my taste. I did like the first movie, however, the Mad Max Fury Road with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. The first movie was quite entertaining. I did like personally. The second one I did not like. So I don't know which one they're comparing because for some reason I cannot get into this like post-apocalypse world where water is and they're torturing people and all these evil people. I do not like this. Like it's not my cup of tea. Most people will not like this kind of movie because obviously the latest Max Fury Road with Anya Taylor-Joy, huge flop at the box office. So, normal people don't want to see this kind of movie, especially not with Supergirl. She's supposed to be sweet and charming. However, all these early reaction people, they are pointing out that her backstory, her backstory is really good. So that I like. I sounds like that is something I do want to see. I also saw that scene, right? Like where Superman is like getting her out of her pot. I did like that scene. Although I do not love David Cornsworth Superman as much as some other people. I feel like he did do a good job. But as an actor, he doesn't have a screen presence like Henry Cavill, right? But I feel like this movie, it will be a decent movie, honestly. It's not like something people will hate on because it doesn't sound like it is not good, right? Like it's based on some of this reaction and the review. Sounds like it is a decent made movie. I'm personally excited to see her backstory. That's the part I really thought, oh wow, something I can sign up. However, everyone is talking about this movie has a weak villain. How can you overlook that? DC movies, they are famous for having good villains. So this is not good news because you want to have good villains. So overall, I feel like this movie, it will be okay, honestly. It will not be bad, but it will not be great either. So that's the bad news. It will not be that good either. But I'm excited. I feel like I should check it out. Should I be seeing in theater? Probably not. This doesn't look like something you should see in theater. It certainly doesn't look like the Odyssey or the Spider-Man Brand New Day, right? Like it just looks like a okay movie. I don't think it will like do that great at the box office, but it will not be super flop either. It will be okay. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment, what do you think about this movie? If you enjoyed this video, don't watch other videos on other topics. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.